Hi guys, I just made this rubber band powered car for my Putarubberbandonit channel, where I put all my rubber powered projects. But I was looking at it and I was thinking I could make it Mousetrap powered quite easily. This is actually a Mousetrap that I've used in previous projects, where we've got an extended arm on it to give you more distance, although we probably don't need it for this particular case. I've got a bit of kite string tied on there already, so that's going to sit just about there. Ideally, you would actually arrange for it when you're just using the short arm. You'd actually drill a hole straight through under there so that the string goes straight through. But I'm not worried about making it absolutely optimal. So I'm just going to have it sitting there. The string will go down through that hole there, which exists, and I'll put a little tooth. I've cut the end off of a toothpick, that little spike. I'm going to glue that on there to make it easy to hook the string onto. So this will be the back end. At the moment, for the rubber band powered car, that was the back end. But because we've already got a hole there, it will save me drilling one up there. We'll use that hole so that we can come down and put a bit of string around the axle to drive it. I'm just wondering if I might want to swap those wheels over though, because that one's pretty wobbly. I don't know. No, we'll go for it like that. It'll make it more interesting when it wobbles around a bit. So first thing to do is glue that onto there. And to do that, I'm going to use super glue and baking powder. And see if I can do it so you can see it. Let me just pull those wheels off to stop it rolling away. Otherwise I'm making life hard for myself. Right, so we'll hold that there. We want to glue that right in the middle. But if we sprinkle it with baking powder, literally baking powder and super glue go off like concrete. Is that going to roll away? Probably is. Let's put it there for now. It's going to be a little bit awkward to do, so you can see what I'm doing. Let's just put a little dollop of glue there. Get a little bit of baking powder ready. Touch that on there. No, I missed. How could I miss? What happens is the baking powder and the super glue combine. Right, we'll let that dry and then we'll add a bit more, another layer. And you can collect up what you've dropped and put it back in the container. Obviously you don't cook with that. That's stuff that I've been using over the years. It's got all sorts of bits of dirt in it. I find if you make a little circle all the way around, that's better than just trying to have the glue straight on top of it. Right. If we let that go off solid, which only takes a few seconds, and that'll be job done. Right, just see if we can give you a quick demonstration. I might need to trim that up with a file, actually. That's gone a little bit knobbly there. Might get caught on the string. Still, you can do that. I say it's rock hard. But we'll just demonstrate first. How can we demonstrate? That just hanging off the edge there. I'll just use some double-sided tape or something to hold it in place. And that's got to go through the hole. Through the hole. You can't quite see what I'm doing. But that hooks onto the hook that we just put on there. And you wind up the wheels. Because I'm going to have a problem trying to let go of that without getting my fingers hurt. How about if we put it on that side? Okay, I let go. This is all going to fly everywhere. Oh no, we were okay. Right, so that worked, except it did actually stop dramatically, which means that's a bit too long. It needs to come off cleanly. So, well, we could actually move it away a little bit, and that'll do the same thing. Right, I'll now get some double-sided tape to stick that in place. You could put nuts and bolts through it if you were going to make this a permanent job. But I want this so I can take it apart again and use it for something else. Right, double-sided tape. Like I said, if you want this to be more permanent, you could use nuts and bolts to hold it in place. Why can I never get this stuff off here? There must be a technique that I haven't mastered yet. Right, so I'm going to move that way a little bit, so the cotton's going to be a little bit short, which is what I want it to be, because it needs to come free from the axle. Okay, so that's on there. Can we see that now? Over the hook, wind it up. Okay, and then release it. So that should work. I'll put the front wheels back on and we'll give it a test. So that works. I'll go and put the camera at the other end, see if we can get anywhere near it. So that works. Very simple conversion. Mousetrap. Bit of kite string I use because that's nice and strong. That mousetrap I have modified, and it does have a longer arm on it, which we could have used. But as you can see, we got plenty of distance there with just the short arm. If we want to use the longer arm, we'd have to move the mousetrap further away so that that lines up with the back axle. Right, all the details for the build and that are in the Put a Rubber Band on It video, which I'll put a link in the video description, and I'll also put an extract from that video where I just summarise the bits and pieces. So a quick recap. This was a mini roller set from Poundland, cost me £1.50. We don't need the roller, we don't need the spare rollers. We just wanted the tray because it was convenient shape to drill a couple of holes in the back for the back axle, a couple of holes in the front for the front axle, barbecue skewers for the axles, CDs for the wheels, and I've used bottle caps taped onto the CDs for the hubs. So that was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottle caps, 4 CDs, 2 barbecue skewers, and obviously some rubber bands. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.